Hello everyone and welcome to another exploration video. This time I'll be taking a look around Croft Manor to showcase each of the rooms from the original 1996 game, and as I'm doing this on the remastered version, I thought it would be good to have a look at the updated graphical textures as well. This is going to be the first of 3 videos where I'll be exploring the level designs for Lara's home in the original game trilogy, and if you're new to the channel and enjoy this video, then subscribe. That way you can stay up to date on all future videos I put up. So to do this, I'm going to use the photo mode so that we can glide around each of the rooms to get a better view of everything, and we'll be going in the direction that this training level intended for us to go, as the route is pretty linear. Like in all areas, I'll first scan around the room of the original game before switching over to the remaster, then head off to the next room to repeat. So right now, we're in the library. On the walls are various paintings, mainly portraits of historical figures. There are chairs as well as several bookshelves that line the walls around the room. And a purple-coloured table rests next to the exit. The carpet takes the form of pink flowers set on a blue backdrop that oddly contrast with the orange and brown colours of the ceiling, which shows on it animal imagery. The library even has a fireplace that is suited for Lara, as she can relax next to it while reading a book, or perhaps research into something for her next adventure. And when looking through any of the windows, we can see an example of a small skybox, made to look like the exterior, showing some trees and a fountain. Now let's switch to the modern look for the library, where we can now see details on the portraits. This painting reveals a fictional character from another game. Cain is the vampire lord in his human form from Soul Reaver, and this was last seen displayed in Tomb Raider Anniversary. Looking outside of the window, we can see the perimeter walls that surround Croft Manor, with well-kept gardens, hedges, and footpaths. Light rays can also be seen coming in from the windows. And the ceiling images are clear enough now to reveal the animal is of some kind of dog. Many of these framed paintings are copied and pasted throughout the manor, with the exception of some unique inclusions, like this one, showing one of the Queens of England, Elizabeth I. It appears that Lara also enjoys reading by the window, with the addition of some cushions for comfort. And by zooming into the book cover, it looks like she's been reading up on the lost city of Vilcabamba. Now we'll move into the next area and switch back to the original look. So this is the music room, and the most dominant feature is the gym mattress that Lara uses to practice her jumps and flips on. Going over to this corner, we can find a harp and a piano. with more paintings and several more bookshelves that are presumably music related. And all of the exterior skyboxes are the same image that we saw from earlier. So let's go back to the remaster and see the change in lighting along with everything else. Once again, I'll glide in the same direction as before. There's a piece of sheet music displayed on the piano, ready for whenever Lara wants to play a bit of music. And there are a few more portraits to view around the room. I'll show a close-up of these ones, as they're still new paintings that haven't been seen elsewhere yet. So this large painting marks the end of this area. We'll head now into the main hall. This place is by far the largest of the 5 rooms. The main hall also has the library carpet design and a checkered floor on the ground level. A chandelier hangs from the ceiling in the center of the room. And 2 armor statues stand sentinel at each end of the upper floor balcony. We'll take another look outside from this window, as it's the one that players wouldn't normally be able to see through without using photo mode, and what we can see is a very pixelated English countryside with a textureless bottom part. On the ground level, found by the corner of the front doors, is the Ark of the Covenant, adorned with angelic figures. These crates, according to Lara, are going to be moved into storage once the delivery people turn up, so until then, Lara's found an opportunity to use these crates in her fitness training by climbing and jumping over them. And starting up in this corner again, we'll do another circle around the main hall. This time there are several sconces fixed onto the walls of the upper level. And many of the paintings have already been seen elsewhere. However, this large painting is another unique one. Let's now have another look out of the window where we can see the front gates. There's a glitch here, whereby facing the camera straight ahead will remove the 3D objects, leaving this background to see. Angle the camera again to the left and the objects return. From this side is the famous fish statue fountain seen on the loading screen. Moving down to the Golden Ark, there are two angels with outstretched wings that are pointing toward the container. And this is another unique painting by the hallway where we're heading to next. This next area used to be the ballroom, but as Lara seems to be a loner, with minimal social contact with anyone from high society, she would have no need for a room like this, so Lara's created her own personal gym. The whole room is dominated with large plyometric boxes with ramps that help Lara to hone her jumping and climbing skills for the more harsh environments that she'll have to traverse. Apart from these, everything else in the room are reused assets. But there is one unique item to find, hidden away from sight in this passage behind a crate. This gold chest is open and full of gold coins that have spilled over onto the floor. In this version, the chest is a plain old wooden box with an even bigger pile of coins on the floor. The textures on top of some of these boxes reveal the wear and tear of the surface by the constant vigorous training Lara puts herself through. But apart from this, there's nothing really new here that we've not already seen before. The swimming pool area has mosaic flooring, and the walls are lined with artwork. Plants and flowers also surround the chamber, with a skylight above the pool itself. At the far end of the room is a statue of a woman wearing a dress. A closer look at the skylight reveals a solid, non-transparent ceiling made to look like a ceiling window. And there's an ornate object resting between two pillars. We'll now switch to the remaster for the last time. The artwork on the walls is more clear, showing ancient people wearing togas. And the mosaic floor show the images of fishes. There's an actual skylight with light beams coming down into the water. The previous statue has been replaced with an armless woman. Apparently Lara bought the famous Venus de Milo statue from the Louvre Museum so she could place it by her swimming pool. So there you have it. In the next two games, Croft Manor would eventually expand to include even more rooms and the chance to explore the outside. This will be seen in future videos, along with some more Tomb Raider content.